As you think back over the past year, what are some things you'd like to forget? Maybe there was an illness or injury for you or a loved one that required a stay in the hospital. Maybe there was a relationship with a close friend or family member that unraveled. Certainly there were sins, maybe some whose consequences are still being felt, or some that were particularly hurtful to those you love most, and they are still weighing on your conscience. Is it possible to just scrub these things from your memory and make a fresh start in the new year? In Philippians chapter 3, the Apostle Paul gives us a good perspective as we close out one year and begin the next. He says, "But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus." The truth is, we can't just scrub our memories completely of all the struggles and sorrows and sins of the past year, but we can recognize how Jesus has handled all of them for us, so that they need not weigh on us any longer. We remember how He carried us through the difficult times we faced and even used them to strengthen our faith and pull us closer to Him. We remember His faithful love and constant presence in our lives, even when other relationships went south. We remember that His sacrifice on the cross has paid for every single sin of the previous year, and we rejoice in His promise that He remembers them no more. We can forget what is behind because Jesus has handled all of it, and we can press on toward what is ahead, knowing that Jesus will be there too. God has called us heavenward in Christ Jesus. He is always focused on making sure we arrive at that goal and receive that prize. So rather than dwelling on the past, let's make this heavenly goal our focus as well. Just as Paul said, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead.